What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to another video. We're in a new country, we're in a new continent. We are actually in East Europe right now. I'm in Belgrade, Serbia. Now, some of you have never heard of this place. I've been in the Caribbean, I've been all around the world, but this is my first time here in East Europe. And this is the old former Yugoslavia is where we are right now. But we're actually in Serbia. This is called Serbia now, Belgrade, Serbia. So here we go. We are at Nikola Tesla Airport, and dude, I'm gonna tell you something. The airport's clean, people were nice. Getting through immigration was absolute cake. These people were they just stamped the passport and just kept it moving. I'm taking this bus right here, the 607 bus, to I believe this place, Banovo Brod. Actually, and then I think from there I gotta catch the 72 bus, as far as what Google Maps tells me anyways, because I got a hostel, 11 bucks a night, so I'm gonna be taking public transportation there. I'm gonna be walking there, so I'm super excited to be in Serbia, to be in Belgrade. How I ended up here, let's talk about that real quick. So honestly, some people ask me, how do you choose your next location? How do you choose your next destination? And to be honest with you, I just get signs. And on my Instagram, on my reels, I kept seeing reels of this social media influencer from America. His name is Jabri, for those of you that know him. And he just kept promoting Serbia. So then I checked some other people that I've traveled with before, like Black Manda Traveler, Travel with Chris. And I seen that they also have been to Serbia, did some videos here and things like that. So I said, you know what? Why not switch it up a bit, get out of the Caribbean and come over here to East Europe, Serbia. The weather right now is like a fall time-ish, kind of, if you're on the East Coast, you know. So it'll be about 60 degrees, 70 degrees during the day and about 30 to 40 at night. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna walk across the street over here. I just came from downstairs and I'm gonna walk across the street and I'm gonna wait for this bus driver to go down there and pick us up. Oh, it seems like we have a welcoming party over here or something like that. Oh, what is this? Is this traditional here in Serbia? You guys drop down and let me know. Actually, also, I think I can even take that A1 bus all the way to the center of Belgrade. But for now, I'm gonna do what I normally know, and that's just to hop on this bus because I'm gonna follow my GPS. I didn't get a SIM card yet, so I'll probably get a SIM card when I get like out in town. I'll ask someone about it or something like that. And yeah, I think it's gonna be a good day. We're gonna be eating food, we're gonna go see some sights and things like that. So I'm gonna go downstairs right now and I'm gonna wait for this bus to come down there and pick me up. So let's go. New country, East Europe, Serbia. Let's go, I'm excited. All right guys, so I've made it off the bus and I'm at another bus stop now. I'm gonna catch, I think, the 75 bus over towards, I don't know, Republic Square. It's a little bit chilly out here right now, but it's good to go. The bus had USB outlets on it. Did you see that? Very advanced, very high tech. And I don't know, I didn't pay to get on, so I don't know how that situation works exactly. But I'll show you guys right here. This is like what the bus schedule looks like. So I'll be taking the 75 bus and going, I don't know, towards this way. But yeah, super interesting. It's a little chilly out right now, but all is well. I think it'll warm up throughout the day. I don't know if I'm gonna shoot this video all day long to sunset or make 2 videos today, but yeah, we'll go with what we got. Very nice out here, I'll be honest with you. I mean, obviously we got the roads, we got banks over here, maybe a little eating spot. That's another bank over there. Actually 3 banks right next to each other. Maybe a little living situation, apartment building. So yeah, we're just gonna sit here and wait for the next bus. I don't know, maybe in like 8-9 minutes. Yeah, I'll show you guys the cache when I get over towards my area that I'm staying at. So far, all is well. Nothing new to report. I took a 9-hour flight here, bro. Straight raw dog from New York City, JFK. No Wi-Fi, no nothing. I'm like, dude, it was tragic, yo. So I don't know, I slept, to be honest with you, I slept for like 7 hours, and then I woke up at the end of it, so all is well. We'll wait for the bus and then we'll continue on. Wow, you guys, amazing. I just came off the bus right over here from the airport. I took the 75 bus right down here, and this seems like to be the bus station, or one of the bus stations. And yo, what is going on? I didn't pay to get here. I've been watching so many videos of people coming to Serbia and getting ripped off from the taxi to the center of town. I literally just took 2 buses, didn't pay anything, and I'm 15 minutes from my hostel. Seems we have baked goods over here. It's just everywhere. Here we are. I don't know if I'm in New Belgrade right now, or if I'm in, I don't know, Old Belgrade. I don't know the difference between the two, but wow, this right here seems to be where you can get a bus from, you know, all around the city. So here I am. And guys, remember, like, we are in Europe, you know what I mean? Like, we are in East Europe. So wow, look at this. Oh my god, I'm absolutely amazed by the buildings here. Coming up, we are going to be seeing a lot of like brutalist architecture, because at one point Serbia did fall to communism, and they built a lot of like brutalist architecture style buildings and things like that. So we'll go check those out in another video, but right now these are just my first impressions of Belgrade, first impressions of Serbia. So far all is well. I can tell that I'm gonna have to buy a hat and and also a hoodie, because this coat right here is just a raincoat, so it's not made for like cold weather like this right now, but I'm sure during the day it'll heat up. So we'll be taking these stairs right down here. Wow, I'm loving the way that this city is built up so far. I actually don't think I'm taking the stairs. I gotta pull out my GPS and see exactly where we're going. Oh guys, I was walking the wrong way. So let me get back on track, and I'll see you guys here in a second. You want a nice view of Belgrade? Look at that. Here we are walking downtown. This seems to be like a hotel right here, Hotel Moskva. The clock tower, well, not even a clock tower, but this thing in the front seems like it was built in 1860. Very old. And for those of you that don't know, like, you could see these words up here on this building. For those of you that don't know, the language over here that they speak obviously is Serbian, but their letters are the Cyrillic alphabet. I believe it's called the Cyrillic alphabet. So right now I'm walking to a different hostel, one that has like a lounge area room. I just got off a 9-hour flight, 6 hours ahead of where I'm from, so I'm super tired. I need to get a few hours of sleep before I continue on. And at the last place, nobody was answering. It is early, check-in's at 2, but sometimes they have lounges and places where you could just go like sit and wait until it is time for check-in. So we're gonna go and do that. I have about 10-minute walk. Actually, I have about like a 12-minute walk to go. So I think we got the police, yeah, over here. So we'll continue on. Still very early in the morning, so not so busy today. I'm also wondering if on Sundays over here things are slow, kind of like they are in other places. I would assume here people are pretty religious, I think. So I don't know. We'll have to figure it out as we go along. Check out the little puppy. Here we are down in the center. Actually, guys, I got the most non-Serbian thing. I got an Americano, just something real quick. I'm actually about to go check out a walking tour down here at Republic Square, which is a very important place here in Serbia. So I'm gonna do a walking tour to try to get some information real quick, and then I'm gonna hop back on and I'll take you guys around. But as you can see right here, so far we have beautiful architecture all around. I think that this is a main area where a lot of people come, but I'm not exactly sure why today doesn't seem so busy, huh? Or
what day is today? Friday?
It's a Friday. So drop down in the comments, let me know I don't know, it just doesn't seem so busy today. I was expecting kind of rowdiness, but it's all good. So like I said, I'm gonna go on this walking tour, this free walking tour that I found at my hostel. I'm gonna get some information just so that way I can bring you guys, you know, accurate facts, and then we'll come back and maybe try today a pljeskavica. That's what I really want. I was walking by all the bakeries this morning, passing the burek and all these things, and I didn't stop in. I wanted to put my bags down. So okay, one thing at a time. Let's continue on. Vamos. Check out this little walkway area with all these nice shops. First impressions so far of Serbia is absolutely amazing. For me, I like the graffiti on the walls, but it was the same as I told you guys when I went to Spain and in other places. The graffiti on the wall gives it a nice little artistic touch. And you can see, one thing I also like about this place is that, yeah, whenever you walk around, you could just take a left or a right through an alleyway or anywhere and end up some stairs and then just pop out to a place like this. And we're actually heading to Republic Square right now, and we have the Serbian flag lining the streets all up and down. I think this is a pretty busy area. Oh look, they even got a Zara here, so that's in a brand we see all around. H&M as well. So a lot of shopping here. This is a big shopping district. One thing I want to say too is for my people that watch these videos from around the world and whatnot, one might think, yo, this black guy's in Serbia, like, well, like if there's not any black people over here, yo, they don't really care. I'll be honest with you, like they do not care at all. I've actually seen like 3 or 4 black people since I've been here. Right now I'm seeing a lot of Asians, Chinese, I would assume. Maybe they're tourists as well. But yeah, the whole being black thing, they don't even care. I walk up to people, ask them questions, they help me out. Getting out of the air, or actually I noticed that when I was going into the airport, there was obviously Serbian people all on the thing. I was asking them questions, everything was good to go, so no issue at all. Seems we have a cultural center right here of Belgrade. I think a museum is around here somewhere as well. So, oh, what does this say? The only genocide in the Balkans was against the Serbs. How do you guys feel about that comment up there? I'm not sure. Is that what history says? No. Let's go. I think this walking tour is going to be like 2 or 3 hours long. So I'll get a lot of information and I'll be able to relay it back to you guys. Okay guys, I just came out of Serbia, Belgrade's most iconic church. This is St. Sava Church, and it actually is meant to sort of, I wouldn't say replicate, but look like a church. The inspiration, I could say, came from a church in, I believe, Istanbul, Turkey. And there was no like video recording or camera recording inside, but everyone was taking pictures, so I did take pictures and videos with my camera. So I'll insert what the inside looks like right now so you guys can get a view of the gold along the ceiling. You can see how pristine it is, how clean it is. The floors look beautiful. Everyone in there, you know, was giving the 3 crosses, you know, from the forehead to the shoulder. And so yeah, here we are. This church right here is one of the most iconic churches in Serbia. And actually the guy was telling me that here they do a lot of weddings, they do a lot of events, and he said like during wedding season, he said that literally it could just be one right after another, one right after another. So the Saint Sava statue is actually right here, and he's one of the most important saints apparently here in this Orthodox religion, or here in Serbia. And again, correct me down in the comments if I'm wrong. I just went on a little tour so I could just get a little bit of information for you guys. And if you can see the dome all the way at the top, it's actually believed that, well, it's said, it's documented that Vladimir Putin came here in 2006 and he placed a piece of tile up there. That's what tour guide just told us. So I found that very, very interesting. Apparently here they love him because he's not a NATO supporter. So when he came here, I guess there was a whole big crowd over here shouting for him, you know, because he told the president of Serbia, I don't want to be seen, don't want it to be public. And when the president of Serbia brought him here, he brought him outside and everyone was waiting for him. So this right here is the Saint Sava itself. And you can see this is a place where many, many people come. Religion is very, very big in this region. So if you guys come to Serbia, this is a place that you need to visit. I'm telling you right now, it's absolutely beautiful. So what's gonna happen now is I'm gonna, still first impressions video, guys. I'm gonna take you guys up the road and take you to some of the spots that he showed us earlier, walking back to my hostel. It's about, I think it's about 1 right now, 1 p.m., maybe 12:30, I believe. So I need to go back and also check in and get my room. So we'll just take it one step at a time. This might be a little bit of a longer video. I don't know if we're gonna see food in this video because, you know, just first impressions. I just want to show you guys what the streets look like, some important like I don't know, monuments or pieces of history here in Serbia that you can find all around. So we're gonna continue walking, and once we get to the next location, I will be sure to show you guys that. And I'm gonna show you like a super, super busy street where I don't know if nightlife, I think nightlife happens there, but one of the busiest, most popular streets here in Belgrade. So I'll make sure I take you guys over there and show you that right now. So here we are walking down the road. We're gonna come up to a little water fountain area over here, but check out how they used what, like exhaust pipes, I guess you could say, for plants. That's one thing I love about traveling. As you guys know, in Jamaica and Thailand, everywhere, I've seen people put plants in the craziest things that you would have never think to put them in America. We always just put them in a regular bucket, or like a, you know, like a flower bucket or something like that. So definitely not as exciting as a literal car exhaust. I enjoy that. Zdravo. Zdravo is hello in Serbian for you guys. That babushka was looking out the window trying to figure out exactly what I was doing. But here we are coming up on the center area, and actually this is an old communist hotel built long time ago, as you could tell, maybe early 90s, something of the sort. But this is hotel, the name is on the front. I'll take you guys over there and show you. I can't remember it right now. It's hotel something, but we are going to continue on. I'll show you guys. And there's money over here. You see the big big body Benz right here, V8. I saw a couple of Bentleys earlier. So this right here is a very interesting area. The first tram actually to be built in Belgrade, or I'm not sure if it was Yugoslavia then, was actually built right across the other side of this water fountain, and it took you to the city center. So that's pretty interesting. And you'll notice here the public transportation, there's this bus with like this electric thing on it, which I'm not sure what it's called. Please definitely drop down in the comments, let me know. This is one of my first times seeing that. Or they have the regular buses that you can catch. So something very interesting about this area. This McDonald's over here, you guys, was the first McDonald's built when it was Yugoslavia, when it was former Yugoslavia. First McDonald's opened over there. Insane. And actually this hotel is called Hotel Slavia. So I think this area down here is known as, like, I think they call this area Slavia, if I'm not mistaken, or Slava, which I believe means south in like Slavic language. I don't know. I'm just giving, you know, quick tidbits that I got from the tour guide, who was actually really cool. Yo, he's done tours in Mexico for Americans. He does tours in Switzerland. He does tours in Germany, all over East Europe. So super interesting. And I noticed one thing over here, when people cross the streets, they actually use the crosswalk. Well, some of them, but most people use the crosswalk. You can see we have a veterinarian clinic over here, and people love dogs here. I see dogs everywhere. Lots of dog parks. I see a lot of dogs not on leashes. So I'm already noticing a few differences between Oh, I mean, like as far as like that aspect. And in America, like in America, they want you to keep your dog, you know, on a leash or something like that. This is the Policia right here. You could see how they spell it on the side of their car. So, oh man, dude, you guys, I'm excited. Like, I'm happy. Like, I don't know, when I came here I just thought, oh, I'm going to East Europe, like I'm going to Serbia. But like, I don't know, you know, every American, they're always like, where do you want to go? I want to go to Europe. I don't know, I never thought I would be in East Europe. I'm very, very happy to be here. So we're going to continue to walk up the street. I think we're going to come up on the Nikola Tesla Museum here in a little bit, right up the road. Just giving you guys a quick glimpse of everything that I see. Next vlog, we're gonna get food. I'll take you guys to see some of the fortress. Hello. I'll take you guys to see some of the fortresses here. Belgrade Fortress, maybe even the waterfront. So I don't know, let's go. At this moment we are coming up on the Nikola Tesla Museum. I have not gone in there. I don't know if I will. Earlier there was a line all the way out there. These people were lined all the way up. So also I was told that there's a market down here. That Belgrade market is right down this street right here. So maybe tomorrow morning or whenever it opens, we can go down there and check out the market and see what they have to offer. I'm sure some fresh fruits, veggies, definitely some food. So I'm excited to go over there tomorrow and see what they have to offer. Let's talk about safety. I read a lot of comments on people's pages and like in their YouTube videos and things like that, and they say that this is actually, one of the safest cities, I guess maybe in East Europe or in Serbia. They say generally, from what I read, they say generally that Serbia is safe. I'm sure you're gonna have some jokesters, you know, everywhere you go, so you always need to be on your P's and Q's. But at the same time, like, I mean, I feel fine. I feel no more different now than I do in America. I actually feel a little safer here. Oh, we almost had an accident. But I actually feel safer here. But just like America, you know, it's okay. I got my phone in my pocket, got my money on me. Nothing too different than what we're used to. We got some drinks right here. Maybe I should, oh, I think this is the Jokic. I think this is his drink. He's a famous NBA player in the United States, if you guys don't know. I think I'm gonna try this right here, this Breskva. Let's try it out and see what this is. I have no idea. Zdravo. So we'll pay for this right here. And this is, I'll show you guys. Okay, so I just got this for 90, damn, I forgot the name of the Serbian money, dinar. 90 dinar, which is literally less than $1. I have no idea what this is. It says it's juice of some sort, so we're gonna we're gonna give this a try. And yeah, I'll give you guys a taste. You can find these stores all along the streets whenever you're walking. Maybe this is like a bakery of some sort making food. So let's give this a go. Okay, off the start, it kind of smells like a Monster almost in a way, but I don't know, maybe it's like an orange. Yo, what is this? Let me know. Breskva. I have no idea. It's good though. Tastes a little fruity. Oh, I think this is where you could get a pizza. We gotta try one of these right here. I seen this on someone else's video on Travel with Chris. He came here, I believe. I'm not exactly sure how we order, or if we could just order one. We'll come back and we'll get one in a little bit. Here we are crossing the street. I believe this is, well, over on the other side of this bus, I believe this is one of those trams that you can take. So I'm gonna take one of those, I think, tomorrow. And to cross the street over here, you actually have to hit the bottom of the button, not like in America where you just go up and you click it like this. You have to click it on the bottom. Ooh, he almost got clipped. What I'm gonna do right now is I'm gonna take you guys to a park over here that has a lot of history, a lot of buildings that I thought were interesting to share with you on my first impressions. And the park is super nice too. They got like pull-up bars over there, station where you could do sit-ups and just, you know, work out. Also gives it a decent view. So we'll go over there and check it out. Okay guys, now we've made it to Tajmaidan Park. I just asked these youths over here how to pronounce the name of this park. And before we continue on with what I want to show you, this is going to be a longer clip. I want to show you something very interesting about this park that I discovered. This park right here is obviously a park in Belgrade, Serbia, but the people who funded to build this park are actually from Azerbaijan. Like, the country of Azerbaijan actually gave money to build this park. And one of the stipulations of building this park, which is very beautiful, I'm going to take you over there and I'm going to show you around. There's a workout station, there's a park for children to play. They're very, very family oriented. So they said, if we give you money to build this park, you have to put up a statue of our president, or I guess dictator. So that's why you'll see the Azerbaijan flag along with their dictator right here. And I think maybe that's why they put bushes around him or something. I'm not sure. Over there is a church I'm going to show you guys here in a little bit. But we are going to walk around and I'll show you just what the vibes at the park are like. You can see so many people come here to hang out. Not really like a park in America where you'll see people socializing or anything like that. But here, well, I mean, obviously in Europe, everywhere outside of America, people are socializing a lot more than they do anywhere else. So right here you see the no dog sign. I guess your dogs are not allowed to be on here, maybe, but those dogs are, but probably because these are the flower beds. So dude, I'm telling you guys, the dog scene here, look, there's another dog over there, dog here, none of them on leashes. Some of them seem to be trained very well. I see them, you know, with no leash coming back to their owner. That's not really a thing in America. So this right here is a monument, is a memorial for a girl, I believe, who was 6 years old, who died during the bombing, the NATO bombing of 1999. And actually this is when NATO was using bombs that were not permitted to use, you know, in wartime. I believe this was like a cluster bomb is potentially what hit her. And so I believe what happened with her situation is a cluster bomb came down in her neighborhood, and I believe one of the munitions that exploded, I think, you know, ended her life. So it was very, very sad hearing those stories and this story from my tour guide. I was like, damn, like, I don't know. Well, I don't want to be here right now because pretty sure, you know, with America being part of NATO, obviously, you know, America always has their hand in something that it just shouldn't be. All right, I just want to let you guys know I'm not one of those Americans. I'm here to just learn and show my audience the beauty of your country. So this is seems like a seating area. Well, this is a seating area here in this park, and you can see you have a little view over here of more buildings. People come here to eat and socialize and whatnot. This park is very, very nice. I've seen people running around, I've seen people working out over here. I'm going to show you the workout station here in a second. Let's see if this building is anything. So, Institute of something, built in 1908. Okay, first accomplished work of architect. So this maybe was the first building of some architect in 1908. So far I'm really loving Serbia, you guys. It's only my first day here. I actually got off the plane at 5:20. I mean, you guys saw from there, I took the local bus. I went to my first hostel. The area looked okay, but it wasn't a 24-hour reception. And I like 24-hour reception so that way I can put my stuff down, stay in the common area, and then just go explore. And usually when I get to a country, depending on the time I get there, I stay in a hostel the first day because I know 24-hour reception is open. As opposed to Airbnb, you have to wait till 2 to check in. But I got here at 5 a.m. I didn't want to walk around with all my bags, you know what I mean? So, Tashmaiden Park. Here we are. This right here is actually a famous arena, or yeah, this right here is a famous arena, and this is where people of Serbia come to watch concerts. So I guess this is a very, very famous concert, you know, spot that you can watch, you know, bands play and things like this. And actually this white dome is on there now because apparently they might be putting an ice skating rink in there since it's fall turning to winter right now. And actually I was told that in the 70s they used to use, I don't know if he said it was little Alfa Romeo cars or little Fiats. I think he said it was little Fiats in the early 70s, and they would go down there with a like with their cars and a ball and like drive the car around hitting the ball. I don't know, this game, auto ball or something like this. And you can see this is the park right here where you can work out. People of all ages. Oh, look at this kid right here. People of all ages getting it in. I need to come here tomorrow and get a workout in actually, because I haven't worked out in about, well, I mean since yesterday. So here we are, we're coming up with Serbia's next gymnast. You could see people here are very, very fit. You got your little ab station right here. Awesome, awesome, awesome. We're gonna continue on. There's a cluster of buildings right here in this area that also have much history that I'm gonna show you. First impressions, I figured it would be cool to show you guys these places on my first impressions because they are important. Hello, how are you? Because they are important to the city or the country of Serbia. So if any Serbian people watch this, or anybody from East Europe, you know what I mean? Hopefully I'm doing it a bit of justice, but you could drop down in the comments and let me know. This right here is a children's theater. Now when I say children's theater, I don't know exactly what that means here in Serbia. If this is like a daycare, I believe maybe this is a daycare of some sort. But the most important thing about what we're looking at right here is actually to the right of this children's daycare. And this is the point in the tour where I sort of felt like, damn, like this dude kind of giving it to me. NATO actually in 1999 bombed this building right here, and I believe this was the news TV station building. So, you know, this is around the same time that I showed you that mural over there of the little girl. This is around the same time when she was killed. And the way he was explaining it to us was, you know, how could NATO do these things, you know, bomb a television station as it sits right next to a, you know, children's theater or daycare, I guess. You know, which I totally understand. And I believe Serbia was bombed, I think like 14 times on one occasion and 11 on the other occasion, on multiple different dates. So right here is actually a memorial of the people who died in this building right here to my left. And you can even see the building on the right looks exactly like the building on the right. So this is a memorial right here with the names of the people who perished in here. Obviously this is Cyrillic lettering, so I can't read any, but good try. So yeah, I mean, and I believe they leave these things like this. Also, maybe when I go to my next country, I believe I'll see a lot more buildings like this too, because they leave these buildings up as a reminder of like what not to go back to, you know? So I mean, understandable. So we're gonna move on. Turning right around now, we have another very interesting piece of architecture right here. This is actually a Russian Orthodox church. So this right here is, I don't know if it's one of the only, but I know that this right here is a Russian Orthodox church. Right now, the two countries, I believe, in East Europe that have taken on a lot of Russians during the war is Kazakhstan, I believe, and Serbia right here. I believe just record number like a couple months ago, like 150,000, the census came out. 150,000 Russians, I believe, came here after the war, apparently. So this is one of their Orthodox churches, and actually during World War I or II, correct me if I'm wrong, they had people hiding down in the basement, or there's like bunkers down below that were hiding from the Nazis. So, you know, I mean, once again, like World War II history right here. And we're about to see a lot more as we go on. I have to walk back down the street, so I'm going to take you guys on one of the main roads, and I'll show you a couple more things, and then we'll end it at Republic Square, where I was going to start it, but I figured the tour ended over there, so I might as well finish it over there. So this right here is also another very, very famous church here in Serbia. I don't know the name of this church, and I know that this church was inspired by a monastery, I believe, in Greece. Drop down in the comments and correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe it was inspired by a monastery in Greece. So this is quite interesting. Again, architecture, the structure of this building is just absolutely amazing. Check out the fine detail you could see at the top of the columns. Each pillar has amazing detail. I'm wondering if this is where the trams stop and start, right here in the park. Okay, interesting. You can actually walk in there. I'm not sure if it costs anything or not, but here, I'll give you guys a quick glimpse of what it looks like inside. Bravo. Hello. So just quick look. So this is what it looks like on the inside. Wow, absolutely amazing. It reminds me a little bit of the Sagrada Familia in Spain. So nice. And I'm not sure exactly what happens. Hold on. Yeah, like that place looks like the Sagrada Familia. Super nice in there. That's one thing I like about, you guys already know, that's one thing I love about Europe, is the architecture of everything. It just looks amazing. We got a lady over here in what looks like to be an army uniform. Amazing. And so this place right here is where a lot of people come to come and see. So this is just one place you could see on your tour of Serbia, or while you're here in Belgrade. Super nice. I'm walking over to one of the main streets, like one of the super busiest streets here in the city, and just like, look, this is just like typical like European vibes. This is like when you know you're in Europe, when you're walking down streets like this. You got cement apartment buildings on both sides. You got freaking bars. People are just over there drinking, rolling up cigarettes. Got the trash man. Fall time here as well in Europe, and the weather is just like it is back home in North Carolina right now. Warm during the day and hot at night, and you'll see graffiti everywhere. To me, honestly, like, I know that some people are like, yo, these are my homes, these are my buildings, but I think it gives it a nice touch. Of course, you know, I don't live here, and I probably would be saying different if I did, but it's nice. Alright, you guys, before I continue on, I had to get some food, dude. I was dying. I got this thing. She says it's a smoked hot dog, but I don't know the name of it in Serbian. It was too difficult to pronounce. But here we go. Bro, that hot dog with the cheese in there, or whatever it is, oh my god, it's so good. I'm at this little shop right here. She has a whole bunch of baked goods, and this right here is also a typical drink. They drink yogurt here in this side of the world. I guess maybe I guess all around the Balkans. So we'll give this a try. Pekarski, I believe. It's like a salty, a little bit fermented yogurt. It's super good. Definitely got to try this if you guys come here. All right, yo, what I just ate, I came from there. That's where I was just at eating. I ain't gonna lie, that little smoked hot dog was fire. Just enough to hold me over until I go get some real food. One thing I'm excited to try here is, I guess, like their famous burger. It's called the pljeskavica. So it's like our cheeseburger, our hamburger, or something like that. So we're gonna continue on. We're just walking now. I actually gotta find my way because there's a few other things I want to show you guys before I head back and before the sun goes down. I was told that the sun will go down a little bit earlier now since it's fall, so I want to make sure I get, you know, good views, good sunlight for you guys, so I can show you everything I want to show you. And what I'll show you guys now is what is known to be now as the Parliament building here in Belgrade. This wasn't Parliament a long time ago. I believe the actual Parliament was in Montenegro, but then once the two countries split, after former Yugoslavia, you know, after Serbia and Montenegro split into two nations, I believe that happened in around 2006. That's when this right here became the main Parliament building, and you will see small groups of people right here. But earlier when I was walking down here, there was a big protest going on. I think it was for teachers, like teachers' rights, you know, their benefits, the pay, things like that. So sort of a similar situation here in Serbia with the teachers who teach the students in school as it was in America. Teachers over there were also fighting for, you know, higher pay, better benefits and things like that. Because I'll be honest, like, not many people want to be a teacher. It's kind of hard teaching some of these badass kids, so you know what I mean? I don't know, maybe they should get a little bit more pay. But this right here is Parliament, and you can see these statues right here is of a horse and of a man, or what depicts of a man. You can be the judge of whatever you see, but we can say that the perspective of this can be like, you can choose to look at this however you want, but we could say something to the effect of, it's easy to get the horses in the house, you know what I mean, like the politicians, but it's hard to get them out of the house. So maybe that's why the horse is over the man, because he's ruling over the man. We're gonna continue to walk this way. This right here is another communist building right in front of us where it says honor. I think a long time ago there were statues over there of Lenin and a couple other dictators and not good people. And actually, if you go up in this building straight ahead of me and you go on the 7th floor and you go all the way to the right, there's actually like a whole rooftop. Actually, it's right up there underneath that Belgrade sign. There's a whole rooftop bar up there that you're able to go sit down, have some drinks and food, and get a good view of Belgrade. Right now we are walking more into the city center. I believe the city center over by Republic Square, and that's where we are going to finish the video. There's still like, I still have 3 more important things to show you. Actually, like 4 more important things, but they're all in the same vicinity, so you'll get the idea. Nonetheless, it's a beautiful day out and I am enjoying my time. And like I said, they use the crosswalks over here like crazy, so I gotta walk up here, tap the button, and cross the street. Nonetheless, I need to enjoy it because I'm in Europe. I'm in East Europe, you guys. I actually plan to do a border crossing while I'm here as well, on foot. So it's gonna be pretty interesting what I get into in the next couple of weeks or the next month. Okay, here we are coming up to a famous square, and I think this is called Teraji Square. Now, something I want to state back over there at that other square, or if you can call that a square, in front of Parliament, he was saying there's 3 places where people here in Serbia protest. One is in front of Parliament, one is here in Teraji Square, and then the other one I think he said was Republic Square. I'm not really sure. He said it sort of depends on what they're protesting. So I found that interesting. But the most interesting thing about this corner is actually standing right behind me right here. This is actually a memorial to the Serbs that have passed away due to the hands of the Nazis. And so this right here is, I'll give you a little history real quick. What the Nazis used to do is they actually ran this area in the 40s. And I'm going to take you over here to this hotel where they occupied. But what the Nazis did while being here, people who were, you know, against the Nazi regime, is they were actually hung from light poles. So not these light poles, but light poles around the city or here in Teraji Square. So that's why this mural right here is, that's what that symbolizes. And to me, I thought that was, I mean, you know how it is on this channel. I thought that was interesting because I like when I could go around a city and just right here on the corner is just a piece of history that I could just touch and see. So I'm gonna show you a different way now, which it could have been so easy. I could have just walked across this street right here, but I'm gonna show you how we're gonna come out of this little tunnel thing over here. So advanced, like you can cross the street up top and you can walk down below, find a shopping center, do some shopping, and then come back up on the other side where there's a whole bunch of food and hotels and things like that. So amazing. And you guys, actually there's 2 things that I want to state that I didn't state earlier. When we were at St. Sava Church, that library that was behind St. Sava Church, that's the new Belgrade library that's open, because the old one was actually bombed. I believe it was in the 40s. It was bombed, and they lost a lot of their literature. I think about 10,000 books or so were burned. And so that, I think the tour guide explained something like the way that they tried to take over was, or the way that they tried to diminish the minds of the people was by hitting their like education in a way, or their intellects. So by like destroying the library and all the books and things like that are gone. So, you know, so that's why that library behind St. Sava Church, the new library, was built, and then it opened up. Right here, we are on one of the main streets here in Belgrade. Let me see if I can get the name for you real quick. The names over here are a little tough, but for the most part, I'm handling myself well. Yeah, maybe this is just Teraji. I think, yeah. I think this is I think right here this is the main road. I think right here this is like the main road of Belgrade, and so you can see a lot of things are going on right here. And I'm actually gonna come here to this area right here, and I'm gonna make a video. I think tomorrow I'll probably make a video, because there's actually a cake here that you can get. It's the original. You can only find it here, and this hotel is famous for it, among other things. So I'll show you right here. They got this Hotel Mosca right here, and this actually was controlled by the Nazis during World War II. Like, can you believe that? And this actually was the one of the last buildings that was liberated from the Nazis during that time. You could see how grand this hotel is built up because I think at the time, you know, the Nazis had all the influence. I think the Austro-Hungarian Empire was here at one point. So just an absolute grand structure, absolute grand structure. And we have a view. I showed you guys this earlier, but I didn't know exactly what I was looking at. So we have a view of downtown Belgrade over there. This monument right here was actually designed by a woman, and it actually, so there's streams running under us right now, like I'm not gonna say lakes, but like rivers of the sort, and that's not how water gets in here. I actually don't think there's any water in there, but this was built or designed by a woman, I should say. And I don't know if this is actually the original place that it was in. I can't remember what he told me, but yeah, interesting structure, interesting history. And these buildings right here are what we know as like commie blocks. I think this one in the middle I think is new, but these buildings right here survived World War II and all the bombings and things like that. And you could tell the difference between obviously new architecture and then we have old, like communist blocks architecture. So we're definitely going to be going to explore some of those as well on the other side of Belgrade, like sort of where I came from the airport. I believe it's called New Belgrade. We'll probably go there tomorrow or something. So much history on this street. And actually they also during the 40s, after the war, after the bombings and stuff, they actually had parades on these streets right here long time ago. So just so much history here in Serbia already, actually on one street. So let's continue on. Walking down the street just a little bit from the hotel, we have this building right here, and this building I believe is known as the Albanian Embassy or the Albanian Palace or the Albanian Parliament. It's one of those three. You know what the name? Oh, maybe she's not listening to me. She was laughing. But yeah, dude, guys, at one point this building right here was the tallest skyscraper in Serbia, or in Belgrade, and I believe it's 14 floors, I believe so. And underneath here, actually, at one point when they first started digging, I believe this was also built during the communist times, but I'm not sure if the Albanians built it or who. So drop down in the comments and let me know. I keep forgetting, but this when they were building this and they were digging underneath, they actually found like human remains and I believe like mammoth bones as well. So he was telling us that there's my tour guide was telling us there's a lot of like underground tunnels here in Belgrade, because at one point they were going to build like a how do you call it, like a subway system, metro system, but I guess they never did. I guess there's only one part of Belgrade that has a metro system apparently, and I think it's like far out of the city from what he says. You could see we got people meeting up. Like, dude, I've been walking around all day and I've literally seen people walk out of their house on the phone and then walk down the street and then go to a cafe and just like meet up and like link with a friend, you know, kiss him on the cheek, blah blah blah. It's like just stuff that like we do back home but we don't do back home. So this right here is heading towards Republic Square. You can see it's super busy. So I guess maybe right now this is like the city center. This would be like considered the city center, and we're gonna end the video over at Republic Square, which is right here, because it's been a super long video. And I thank you guys for watching. If you've made it this far, you can see Serbia is a beautiful country. We are in Europe, so I guess technically this is like first world. I mean, I'm not sure about what the average salary of the people is or anything like that. We don't know yet. This is just the first day, first impressions. I actually have someone that reached out to me on Instagram and said they could help show me around, but hasn't messaged back yet. So hopefully one day we can figure that out. But we'll come up on Republic Square right here and show you the beauty of what we got going on over here. So nice. So many people just living their life, enjoying their life actually. And it's a Friday right now, so not bad at all. I don't know if I mentioned this earlier, but English, I haven't had, some people haven't spoke English, but also like at the same time, like, you know, general language around the world, sign language, how many minutes, 5, 2, 3, 10, 5, whatever, and usually it gets by. Like the lady at the food place, I just was like, can I have one of those? And then I asked her the name and she told me, but it was too long for me to remember. So here we are at Republic Square here in Belgrade. That guy actually right there was my tour guide earlier, and you could see we have the National Theater right over here to the right, and we have, I believe this is the National Fund, I can't remember, but over here, as you can see on this statue, so right here is actually Prince Michael in Republic Square, and he was a figure here in Serbia a long time ago. He was the ruler of Serbia, I believe, until, I don't know, I think the late 60s, I want to say, but don't quote me, I could be wrong. Does it say up there? Nah, it doesn't say up there. But yeah, he was actually assassinated in 1968, and he actually opened the National Theater, which is right over there, and he opened the National Museum, which I believe is also right here, and this was opened in the 1950s. And check out the detail on everything, detail on the pillars, detail at the top. You could see an eagle at the top up there, so just, you can see, I think there's men carved into the statue up there. So just an absolute magnificent place, if I do say so myself. You know, Serbia is wonderful so far. I have no complaints. Like, dude, public trip, one thing about a country that I need to figure out is public transportation and food. If the place got good public transportation and food, or at least public transportation that I could figure it out pretty easy, I'm good to go. Like, I took out $100 today from the airport, and I still got like, well, I gave him a tip, but I still got like $85 in my pocket. Like, that really wouldn't have happened anywhere else. But here we are in Belgrade, Serbia, guys. First impressions video, absolutely amazing. The weather is beautiful. I'm enjoying my time, so we have to see what we will get into. I'll be traveling around for about 3.5 weeks. So I hope you guys enjoy the videos. Subscribe, tell a friend to tell a friend, and share. Let's go. We are outside in East Europe, baby. Thank you. I'll see you guys on another one from this beautiful country in Belgrade, Serbia.